What's up? All right, so Chris is here. Just explain to him that Jags can't send the right part to save their life. Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of power sports on YouTube. Today we are going to make progress. So I got a new harmonic balancer because apparently there's multiple, many different sizes and styles. I got a new water pump because there's many different sizes and styles, which sucks. And then I got an alternator, a 105 amp because that's all that'll fit. And then I got a ICT billet drive kit for only alternator and water pump, which was very hard to find. It was the only one available. It was kind of frustrating because it was so difficult to find. So our goal today is to actually make progress. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off our mating surfaces, because they've been sitting here for a couple days. Make sure that they're clean, that there's nothing there that's going to prevent the seals from functioning, because it looks like some jerk just RTV'd the shit out of it, and then whatever jerk put the engine together didn't bother to clean it off properly. So anyway, that's that. So we are going to get started, and this kit actually comes with instructions, which is great because I've been finding a very infuriating trend of instructions not being included, and I hate that. I really hate that, and you guys know I hate that. Looks like there's two sets of instructions. Water pump spacers are a little scary since the Porsche has very limited space. So I guess we'll start with basically it's a power steering delete. I wish it was like an automatic tensioner. I have to tension it manually, which is frustrating, but I might be able to find an upgrade for it someday or a completely different bracket kit. But this was the easiest, simplest, quickest way to go for now. So we got our pulley. We've got our many different sizes of bolts. Wow. Okay. Yeah, we got one, two, 3, 4, 5 different bolts. We got spacers, which luckily appear to be all the same. Man, this is making me a little worried if it's even gonna fit in the Porsche because it seems to be pulling everything out. Washer, got a spacer, and then our brackets. So I don't really have a trash box right now. It was pretty much full, so I just took it out to the trash and let them take it away. I should have dumped it, but I didn't think ahead. So anyway, so we are going to go ahead and do the install. It should be pretty straightforward. So we're gonna install the big bracket with the spacers and bolts. Maybe a two-person job, but we'll figure it out. So let's do the inside one first. Yeah, I'm not so, I mean, the water pump's the water pump. I mean, it takes up a lot of space, but the fact that we're using a water pump spacer really honestly makes me a little concerned. So, but the crank pulley is going to be there to take up that space anyway. It's not like we're moving the crank pulley. In fact, this crank pulley supposedly is from a Firebird, which is the recommended configuration for this engine to fit in the Porsche. But I'm still going to be pretty pissed off if I start to, put it in the Porsche and it doesn't fit because all of this not cheap stuff is the wrong. You guys know what I mean. It won't be a good day. So, okay, I need to figure out what. I don't think they bothered to include torque specs, which is frustrating, but just need to figure out what size socket, put it on safe work mode. I'm gonna guess 14s. I'm gonna guess a 15. No, that was totally off. 13. 13, okay. So it's all threaded in. No torque specs. Okay, that's not going anywhere. So then we need our tensioner. So that goes in there. And then this M10 by 25, I think would be this one. M10 by 40, yeah. So this goes here as a pivot. And then this goes back here as your tensioner. I think I have that right. Yeah. So just hand tighten that and let it fall. And then this thing, I moved the toolbox closer for obvious reasons. So I don't think you want to tighten this too tight either, because it probably won't let the bracket move if it's too tight. I would assume that's how it's designed. Yeah, so it's good enough for now. Ooh, it's tightening itself. Guess that's a good thing. Stupid hog ring. Makes me mad. So now we can put our pulley on. So spacer, the pulley is not directional. It's always a good thing to check. Our washer. And obviously you don't want to crush the pulley by over tightening it, because you can do that. It's possible. So, but you also don't want the pulley to come off. Meaning I should probably use Loctite for this. Probably should have used Loctite for, well, no, because that has to be able to be adjusted. I don't want to use Loctite on engine parts. I mean, it would say, you'd think it would say in the instructions if you're supposed to use it, right? There we go. Okay. Really wish that was a automatic tensioner. I don't understand why they couldn't just use an OEM automatic tensioner and make the brackets work for that. Which means that every single time I go racing And maybe once a month or more, I'm gonna be adjusting this fucking thing. I'll have to fix that. I plan to fix that sometime in the future. I'm gonna keep this. So now we can go on to the next step, which is the alternator side. Got that. Those. And this stuff. I hope this is the right alternator. It said 105 amp, so okay. So this goes straight onto the engine using these. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Obviously, you want to start the threads by hand before you go using any kind of tools, which the tapered heads on this make that difficult, but we will manage. So okay. Okay. One more time. Okay. So now we use our spacers with two M10s to mount the front bracket, which would be basically like a cradle for the alternator. What? This is a... What the fuck? Did they send me the wrong bracket? Are you fucking kidding me? Did they send me the wrong bracket or are their instructions wrong? doesn't line up at all. What the fuck? Let me see if their instructions are maybe out of date. But I doubt it. That would be a pretty big mistake. Damn, this is putting this stuff out. Where is the... It's a different size. Of course it is. It's saying that the alternator what? Pretty sure they sent the wrong bracket. Why? Why does it have to be so fucking hard? You know, I actually wanted to make progress today. Like, why is that so much to ask? Great. It's really great. So there's no point in doing anything now, because if they can't send me a correct bracket, then I have to get a different kit. I mean, I couldn't find a kit, a better kit. You know, I tried to find a kit with an automatic tensioner because I don't like this at all, and I couldn't do it. I couldn't find one. And I mean, how are you even supposed to tighten that? Like, I don't know what to do. I gotta take this inside, get a picture of this, you know. Pretty mad. Pretty mad because I had shit to do today. You know, I mean, I guess I could take a look at my... So I have been trying to figure out what this hole here is for. I think it's for this, which is the oil pressure switch. But I don't know for sure because every diagram I look at, this is in a different location. Sometimes it's on the oil pan. Sometimes it's here. Sometimes it's, you know, like one of the diagrams had a coolant temperature sensor over here instead of the crank sensor. And then another diagram said that the crank sensor, if it's gray, it's I think a 24X, and if it's black, it's a 58X, I think. I don't even know what fucking wheel is inside the crank. I mean, I could count it. It looks like a 24, so I think this is the right sensor. I have to double check that, but I don't know because there's no fucking resources for this at all that I can find. You know, there isn't a website, here's what you need to buy with your block. You'd think that would be simple on an engine that's been around for 20 years. It just pisses me off. You know, and I mean, if this is definitely an oil line, I mean, there's oil in it. So, oh, that's Chris. He's gonna be disappointed. He came over and there's nothing I can do more. What's up? All right, so Chris is here. Just explain to him that Jags can't send the right part to save their life. So I'm looking for a wrench that will fit. It might be a specialty wrench that will fit over this. It's not a 24. I don't think I have anything bigger than that. Shit. Doesn't it look like a specialty size to you? Like, I got a 27.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
No, like really, like I don't, it doesn't even, that might be to keep you from putting too much pressure on it, but I don't know. And the biggest wrench I have is a 22, which...
You have a crescent?
Not that I would feel comfortable using on that. This is all I got. Like, this is... Yeah, this is not...
You have no crescents. That's no bueno.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I would have known that. I brought some over.
And I can use this, but I don't have any way to get it to a specific torque spec.
Right.
I'm just gonna have to take it to AutoZone and find a...
Got a caliber?
Inside, yeah.
So that would tell exactly what size that is.
Well, it looks like a I mean, look at this. It looks like a specialty tool, doesn't it? Because it's not even like a socket shape. Shit, what'd I just do with that little plug? Shit, did you see where I threw that little plug?
No.
Shit. What'd I do with it? Oh, no. Where'd I throw it? There it is. Okay, here, hold up. Oh, I want to go.
Just gonna cap it?
Yeah.
Man, I wouldn't even stress it. I would just go get a crescent. And
No, it's probably got a torque spec. Oh, hell. it's in there, so. Shit, man. And nothing's been going right with this build. Like, it's driving me nuts. Fuck. Well, Chris is here, but that's all we can do tonight. So,
I'll show up when all the fun's over.
yeah, we can go fuck with the 3D printer, I guess.
Alright.
All right. That's all for tonight, guys. See you next time.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive faster.